Fragment is same like activity, but we need to extend with this class called fragment class. Okay. But what is the difference between activity and a fragment? Okay. So activity is like how to say, like so far, if you take a notebook, you will have a one page. So the page is called activity. Okay. And if you
Okay.
see, you have a stick note, you know the stick note, right? Sticky note.
Yeah.
Sticky note, like you can we can tear it and we can paste it anywhere in the page. You can write anything, you can paste it anywhere in the screens, anywhere in the page. Okay. But you can't do the same thing for the notebook page. So if it is a notebook, so I want to write like any task, like need to go home by 6 o'clock, and I am pasting the sticky note in the above the page. Okay. So just above the page in one place. So I want to have another one notes in somewhere else, means I can write something, I will stick the notes in the page in other place also. Okay. So just imagine the note page is activity and the stick notes is fragment. Okay. So you can have multiple stick notes in single page, but you can't have a page in the sticky notes. Okay. So for example, the sticky, why? Because the sticky note is small and the purpose of the stick note will be different, right? S- Page will be bigger and you can't do that one. Okay. You understand something?
Yes.
Same thing like here. So if the activity means, you can assume like activity is a uh, uh, big static place or heavy loaded main building block. Okay. So in Android we will see it is a component, it is a main component in Android. Activity, that activity you can't have multiple activity, like, so for example, if you see, this is the mobile screen. Okay. You can see the screen, right? Here, so this is the mobile screen. In the mobile screen, if I want to, so this is one activity, whatever you are seeing, this one is one activity, that is called this bottom navigation activity. Okay. So if I want to show this bottom navigation activity, I want to show this section, I need to add one activity above only for this section, means you can't do that. Okay. You can't do that. In the top one I need one activity, in the middle one I need another activity, in the bottom one I need one another one activity, means we can't do that. Why? Because activity, the purpose of the activity and the characteristics of the activity is that one. Okay. But what you can do, we can do the fragment. So you can do this fragment, like this place, you can have it in this top one, you can have it in this top one, you can have it in this top one. So activity is not flexible, you can't reshape activity, you can't move the activity anywhere. So if you created activity, it will be the full screen one, the whole screen of the mobile, whole full space. Okay. But if you go with the fragment, you can shape the fragment anywhere. You want to keep the fragment in this place, you can keep it. If you want to keep the, but fragment should be inside the activity only. Without activity, fragment can't be alive. So even though if you created a fragment, you need to use the fragment in another activity only. Okay. But the purpose of the fragment is, you can reuse the fragment. So for example, so this is profile fragment. Okay. If you see here, somewhere the profile will be. Okay. So if you see, this is counter, so I want to use the same counter 2 3 times in the same screen, means I can use it. So this is okay. When we are doing, you can mostly understand that one. So we already done it. Okay. So but the purpose of fragment will be different, activity will be different. But the thing is, if you create a fragment also, you have to use this fragment in activity only. So if you can see this, we use this one in the bottom navigation activity. Activity is like a building block. Without activity, you can't create anything. If you are creating mobile app, Android application, means you need to have you need to have at least one activity. Okay, so now I created an activity. In the activity I'm going to create few fragments. Okay, this is like profile fragment. Fragment is like the piece of UI, piece of design. You just imagine like a piece of design. Piece of design means any um, so this is a full screen. So in the full screen you need to show some piece of design or any small layout design you want to show in the screen, means we will design that in a fragment. Okay, and you can use this fragment and you can show it anywhere in the screen. That's why, so this just imagine is a piece of UI with some functionalities in it. Okay, so using this one, what I am going to do in the bottom navigation is nothing but it is a one view, like how our relative layout, how our linear layout is there, how button is there. So this is one of the, it's kind of button text view. This is one of the UI element. Okay, bottom navigation is one of the UI element, but it will be a combination of this menus. Okay, so that is called bottom navigation. There is nothing you need to confuse about, but the usage of bottom navigation is whenever you can have a menus, you can have multiple menus. Okay, so you can see in the screen this frame layout, right? This frame layout is for the above screen, this red color one. Okay, so in the frame layout only we will load the fragment to show the fragment. Okay, so this is for frame layout, and you can see this bottom navigation. So this bottom navigation is connected to this frame layout in here. Okay, so if you see in the bottom navigation, so you need to create bottom navigation like this menu. So you know this menu, right? So menu means this bottom one. So how many item you need to show in the bottom, what are the items, what are the icons, everything we need to define in the bottom. Okay, so if you see here home, you can see icon we added the icon we added the icon. So whatever the icon we are adding here, it will show in this place. So first one is like home, right? Whenever I'm clicking, it is showing home and the icon. So if I'm clicking the second one, it will show the profile and the profile icon. Like that, if you can add more also. Now I currently I'm adding 5. You can add 6 also, 6, 7, anything. But mostly 4, 5 will be good. Okay. So this is how this is the mostly bottom navigation menus. Whatever you want to item here, you need to give it here, and this ID also very important. So wherever you are creating this ID, you should add. Okay, ID home, ID profile, you should add. Okay, so now coming to bottom navigation, you need to add the menu over here. Once you added the menu, it's all done. Okay, all done, and you have to go here. We are calling the bottom navigation here, like, okay, bottom navigation. And whenever I am, this is like on item select listener. On item select listener means whenever I am selecting here, this code will run. Okay, whatever the code I am running inside, right inside this one, it will run again. So if I am select this one, this will run again. Okay, if I am select this one, this will run again. Okay, so this is how this will be going. So for example, so this is first icon, right? Home icon. So you go to menu, see the first icon. First icon ID is id dot slash home, right? So I am clicking the first one. So I'll just here, go back, and here when I am clicking the first one, this code will run. It will come here, and this will identify which ID I am calling. So the first one ID is home. Okay, so I gave here home, this one. Okay, whatever I wrote inside this will execute means what I am doing here. I am doing the counter fragment. Counter fragment is a fragment. If you see, this will have this counter and this time. Okay, so if you can go here inside, you can see You can see I have a counter and 4. This is counter fragment UI. Okay, so that counter fragment, I am taking the instance of counter fragment and I am bundling, so which means I am sending the counter count from here, okay, as an argument. And how you need to um how so now you created a fragment. Now you need to show this fragment in this is bottom navigation activity in this place, fragment container. In this place you need to show that fragment. So for how you will show that fragment, you need to do this code. This code will work like that: support fragment manager being transaction and replace with fragment container and counter. Okay, fragment container is this id. This id you need to give here. This which place you need to show the fragment. That UI, that element id you need to give here. And next you need to give this fragment, wherever you call the fragment you need to give here. Then this will, the fragment will show automatically. Okay, so like the same thing, when I am clicking the profile, it will come line by line and it will identify profile because I click the profile, the id is profile in the menu. Okay, then it will come inside. So we have a profile menu also separate, fragment also separately. Okay, so we need to show the profile fragment in this fragment container. Fragment container means the same place, this view. Which place you need to show the fragment, you need to call the give the id here. We need to create one dummy frame layout in that place. Which place you need to show the fragment, we need to create a frame layout in that place. And we need to give the id of the frame layout here and the fragment in next. Then it will show, instead of that frame layout, this fragment will show in the screen. Okay, so this is the basic purpose of bottom navigation. So you understand something, like it is little bit at least little bit better than old one.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So any so what you understand? Yeah, just try something. If it is wrong, also fine, no problem. Oh, just tell me, then only I can give you.
Okay. Mm. Mm. I don't know.
Okay. So okay, let's see. Let's. Okay, so if you okay, so for now, what you just understand. So just imagine like the bottom navigation is one view, like one button, one big. Just imagine this is a button. This button you can add as for 5 button in this button. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Mm. Mm.
Okay. So this is one. Just imagine this is one button, like one UI. In this UI, you can add one nearly 5 buttons. Okay, 5 buttons. Okay, and you can control 5 buttons. So 5 buttons. Whenever you are clicking any one of the button, you can do something in the screens. You can do something means you can change each uh, page. So this is like screen page or anything. You can change that one. So if I'm clicking home, I can show here something with home details. Okay. So just imagine this is one UI element, just one button, just one button. It will have 5 buttons, and you can control actions using this one. Okay. So when you are working with that, you may understand more clearly. I will, yeah, for because I think now if you are seeing the code like this, you may not be understand that maybe. But for now, just imagine this is one UI element. It is a button, UI button. So if you click inside button, you can add menus, 5 menus. Using this menu, you can add uh, things like this. Okay, these are the 5 things which you can add. How you will add the menu? You need to create item here. Okay. So if you are not understanding what is bottom navigation, where it is coming from means this is not created by me or you, someone. Okay. So this is from Android. So we will have Android SDK. SDK means nothing but software development kit. Okay. So whenever you are downloading Android Studio, there will be lot of libraries will download with it. Okay, that is called an whenever you are creating Android Studio project. Okay, whenever lot of library means nothing but it is a pre-written code. So like us, people who develop Android Studio, Android development, they will write a lot of uh, classes, lot of UI elements, lot of functions to make our work easy. Okay, so that from that one, it comes like this button. Okay, this is like how to say like. So we can take that one and we can use it directly in our code. We don't want to create this one by ourselves one. So they already have it and we can use it. So this button is coming from Android library, Android SDK library. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So
Okay.
this is not like you don't try to understand how this click work, how this is showing like this and all. Okay. So what you need to think is you need to it is like this is a basic one. Okay, this is basic means how I am saying is um this is a non-changeable one. It is kind of static one. Okay, static one. You just need to remember. So if the bottom navigation means bottom navigation is this one. You just need to remember this. This whole UI, this each item you didn't create the each item. You just have this is a whole one. Okay, how like you need to just memorize it or something like that. So if it is a bottom navigation, so this is the bottom navigation. What is the purpose of bottom navigation? You can add menus, and whenever you are clicking the menus, you can add screens. You can change the screens based on that one. Okay, so this is for static one. It never change. The bottom navigation purpose also never change. Okay, so this is because we are doing a basic one. You can't research on it. So if you see, you will research on what is bottom navigation, where it is coming from, how it is working like this. Each item click means you will get more confused. Okay, you should not do that. What you need to do is, okay, bottom navigation. Bottom navigation means we need to how the bottom navigation work will. So this is bottom navigation, you need to see. Okay, this is bottom navigation, you understand, I got it. Then how this elements, this five items came from. Then you need to think, so okay, we need to add the five items in the menu. Okay, so menu means this is the separate XML file we will create inside the menu folder here. In this menu folder we will create separately. Okay, in this place I will create this five item, and I will add that five item menu in this bottom navigation. Then the five item will show in the screen. Okay, so this is static, it won't change in any application anywhere, it never change. Okay, so this is, you need to remember like this. Okay, understood something?
Yes.
Okay, so anything like what you understand, like what anything. So just tell me what you understand something, or you don't understand. If you don't understand also fine, just tell me that one, that's fine. We'll do practically, then you can understand more. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Okay, okay, Aston. So then just